Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We're going to get straight into this video. We're going to be doing acrylic on her big toe and gel polish on the rest of her toes. And with my gel polish, I still like to remove all the shine off the natural nail plate, so that way your gel polish lasts you a very long time. And then I'm going to go ahead and clip her toenails down, but I don't clip it down right away. I just clip it with the I don't clip it. I just drill it down with the nail bit, and then I do go in with the cuticle nipper and then clip it down a little shorter. But yeah, I don't want her nails to be super long, because as you can see, she do have like a lot of like overgrown skin underneath her toenail. So I make sure I kind of like get that clean as much as possible. When you have overgrown skin under your toenails, it's best that you get a pedicure, because you need to make it soak, so that way you can actually remove all the gunk and all that stuff from underneath your toenail. And that's come from like not cleaning underneath your toenail. So basically the dead skin will actually stay underneath there, and then when you're taking showers and stuff like that, soap scum will be underneath your toenails, water, dirt, all that type of stuff. And if you don't clean your underneath your toenails, it stays there. So for her big toe, she did need a little bit more work on this one, so I did go super close to the cuticle area with my sanding band, and then I remove all of the shine like that. And then some of the nail I am going to clip down a little bit more, because majority of the nail on the free edge was kind of like already lifted up from the nail plate, so I just kind of removed it as much as possible, not where she was hurting or where I was hurting her, but just to get the lifted area off. Because if you have it lifted, I mean, like if she was to leave it like that, it would cause fungus, it would cause all type of damage to her toes. So I don't know who she was going to previously, but somebody messed up her toes. I don't know what was her trauma or what happened as far as her toes, but what I can say is I just try to fix it as best way as I can. And like I said, I do 100% think you should get a pedicure if your toes are like this first. But after I clean it up as much as I can, as you can see, I go ahead with my clear acrylic to do her a nice little overlay on her toes. And for your toes, if your toes is like that, or if you have a client that's like this, I do not recommend that you do the acrylic super long. You want it kind of short, like give the illusion of where the nail will actually be. So I stretch it out to make it as long as I want it to be, but it doesn't stay this long. So keep in mind that they don't have a nail, like their nail is kind of short. Like I have had clients who had worse than this, but like, you know, by her having that little missing piece of her nail, you do not want to make the acrylic too thick. So I kind of like make sure I go underneath the acrylic, and so that way when I do start drilling the nail and everything, I have something that I can actually go ahead and go underneath and drill without it being so stuck to her nail plate. I could already hear y'all now in the comments, oh, if her toe is like that, why are you even doing acrylic? I don't think you should do this. I don't think. Shut up. Shut up. If my client wants acrylic, I'm going to give my client acrylic. I know what I'm doing. I'm very good at my job. And as you can see from my previous clients, and I show y'all when I be soaking my clients acrylic off, there be no damage to their toes. There's nothing wrong with putting acrylic on her toenails. She just have to make the acrylic grow her toenail out. And that's exactly what she's going to do. That's why I didn't do the acrylic super long. I did it pretty short so that way she can grow her toenails out. As far as the dark spots on her toes, I could have, if she would have booked for a pedicure, I could have kind of like cleaned it up and like got more into it, like more clean. It's only so much I can do if you do not book a pedicure. So I do 100% stand on, if you have toes like this, book a pedicure with your nail tech that knows what they're doing. I basically would have cleaned her toenails first and then go ahead and then did the acrylic. But if you don't book it, then, you know, people be, you know, on budgets and stuff like that, and I completely understand. So that's why I did the best that I can do with her budget. But I go ahead and I shape up the nail. So if you see, I'm using my 80/80 grit nail file, and I kind of make it super super square. I love a square toenail. I hate when people be like, oh, can you round out the edges? That is so ugly. I hate that. I hate when people do that. I really do. Like, I don't like rounded edges. That's just, you just messed up the whole thing like that. But yeah, I go ahead and square it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and shape it up. I get it as thin as possible. I'll seal that cuticle area. I use this, my comb bit, and I get underneath there as much as possible. So like I was saying with the, when I was placing the acrylic, I do it with that way I can actually go underneath the nail with no problem. So that way I can make it as thin as possible. You want a thin toenail. Not too thin where it's going to break, but thin enough where it's going to look good and it's going to look like real. Not like a big bulky nail where you're going to cause damage to your client. So like I said, if you go to someone who knows what they're doing, or if you are the nail tech that knows how to do it, there's nothing wrong with placing acrylic on your toenail. Acrylic is actually going to help her toenail grow out, and then from there she colors. So I really hope you guys will shop with them, and if you want to save 50% off, use my code Kassy, Kassy. I will have it down below in the description. But yeah, look at this color, you guys. It's a very nice pink color, and me and my client was literally looking for a light pink but whitish at the same time. So that's what this color gives. Like, it's not too bright, it's not too dark. And then of course white toast is gonna hit all the time, but sometimes it's okay to switch it up. So I felt like this was the perfect color for her. And then this color goes with everyone's skin tone. It doesn't matter what skin tone you have. I like this color for everyone. So this whitish pinkish is a hit. I'm not even gonna lie. And then at first I was kind of nervous because you could tell her toenails are very dark. So I thought it was gonna kind of show through a little bit. But then I'm like, oh, this covers perfect once I did that second coat. So I was okay with that. And she actually